what's up, Danny? Yeah, I do want to watch Purge Forever. In fact, I think I watched the first Purge in the theater, and I really liked it. Very kind of like subversive, weird, dark humor, and I kind of want to maybe just do like the whole trilogy and just do that as one big review. Let me make sure there's not weird, annoying sounds coming through here. Hey guys, so I know it's kind of late, so maybe people aren't on, but this is the time now for me to answer questions and for you to talk and have live interactions with me. Perhaps in the future I will announce it during the daily review, but this is how it will be going forward. As I will say in daily review, go, hey, later tonight or tomorrow night, we'll have a SunPiss concert. And when I say that, I mean there'll be 15 minutes or so to 20 minutes of music. Really, really good music. Really good music. Hi, Jen. Oh, I was hoping you'd come on. So just to catch you up, I will normally announce this, but going forward, SunPiss concerts will be essentially a pseudonym for community hangout. So I'll play 20 minutes max, maybe 25 minutes if I'm really feeling it, and then I'll talk, and we'll all talk. We can all talk and hang out, and I hope to do this a couple times a week. So this is the time to ask questions and have one-on-one communication with Mr. 600 himself. Anyway, hope you guys watched moderator Jen's little video I made of the unboxing of a wonderful gift she sent me. And guys, remember, if you send me gifts, I'll make a video. What a sleazy move that is. But yeah, I'm not just saying this, Jen. I would have said this anyway, even if you weren't on here. But it was like one of the most thoughtful gifts I think I've ever been given, just because it was well researched. Really kind of enjoyed opening it. You can watch the video. It's under, if you go to the main La Rocca Films page. There's under extras and oddities, but it was just today. So yeah, it was really fun opening it, and I figured out what the JC was. I'll say it here. It makes sense. It's a 5-sided stone. Doesn't that help you? It's John Cazal. So I'm gonna go there tomorrow and put it on his grave. Unless it's too hot and I can't handle the heat, then I'll do it later in the week. But certainly soon. If you don't remember, I didn't skip the sharks. I took the sharks out and I went, oh, sharks. And I said it's very topical because I assumed you got it because of the Hemsworth shark thing. And don't fucking tell me that I skipped the sharks when they're open on my desk and I've been eating them all night. That's my favorite scene in Jaws, when they talk about all their scars. Right here. What happened? Miss Moffat. She broke my heart. And then Jaws comes. What are you yelling about, hey? It's just me and you, I think. Danny, did you watch Purge Forever? Or Forever Purge? Because I want to know if it's good or just stupid good. Anyway, I think I'll probably wrap up. Not many people here. Might be time to go to bed. I don't know if that music made any sense, but I feel like I should probably play just a tiny bit more and then take off. Oh, it's empty. That's a bummer. Alright. I'm gonna shut this off for a second. Wow. That really separated the true fans, huh? Hey, what's up, Hobbit? Yeah, Woody, late jam. I know I usually don't stay up this late, but I took a long nap. Hey, guys, I think we can all agree that my current frames, they're no good. I switched a few months ago because my other ones kind of got scratched and I'd had them for a few years. It's the same thing with glasses and with shoes. I wear them as long as I possibly can until they look inappropriate. Usually about two years I get out of a pair of shoes, a pair of glasses, and I got these. They're fairly inexpensive. So I went on the website that I get them on, glassesusa.com, which is a very cheap and great website. And I ordered a new pair, and we'll see if they're any good. But I had a 60% off coupon, so it's the real deal. Anyway, does anybody have anything interesting to say? Oh, so the theremin thing, yes. So there's a module I could get that would act as a theremin, but it doesn't fit my scheme of all black modules. But on top of that, you kind of need two of them, because one needs to control CV control that goes into the pitch, and then the other one needs to go into a VCA to control volume, essentially. But I'm oversimplifying it. Somebody who knows theremins would probably know better. But essentially you need, to build your own theremin costs $300 to $500, and it would take a good amount of room up in the kit. I've already thought about it, but it's too much. But yeah, that's exactly what I was just about to say. It's almost better to just get a theremin separately. Although a real one, like a Moog, is like $600, and I'm not that interested in the theremin, although it's an amazing instrument. But I keep my eye out for them on Craigslist and stuff, because I think I would pay about $200, maybe $250 max, because they're fucking cool. But I don't mind if it's used and kind of busted up. No, I don't. Not just a tiny. Well, I can get something like that. There are modules that are essentially light. I forget what that's called. That kind of sensor that's sensitive to light. It's something very simple. It's like a solar gram. That's not what it is. Let me shut this off. Okay. And it CV stands for control voltage, and basically things sound different at different voltages depending on what the frequency that they're moving at. So this thing interprets how much light it's getting, and then using analog circuitry converts that into depends on how it's set up, either negative 10 to positive 10 volts, or probably more likely negative 5 to positive 5, and completely covered would probably be negative 5, and then completely open would be. And so anyway, long story short, you plug that into a module that makes sound, and you can kind of control it with the amount of light. But almost everything that has CV control is more interesting to use on another type of module, something that's controlling the envelope, or something that's controlling the clock or modulation. Those things, those kind of random or inaccurate things are almost better doing not as front stage kind of activities, because they're usually too nutty. If these modules that I got that's great, it has just a random signal generator that's just basically beep boop beep boop boop beep, just like any kind of symbol or whatever. And that's what it sounds like if you put it into a voltage control on a module that makes sound, an oscillator. It just goes beep beep boom beep, and it's cool for a second, but it's just so unwieldy. It's like a Bronco just fucking wildly. And so it's actually way more interesting to put it into something that says controls the filter, which is how open or closed the filter is. And that's kind of that sound where it's like boom, 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 boom. It almost sounds like it's underwater, and then it slowly opens up. It's like bing, 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 ding, 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 boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, boom, cat, boom, cat. So it's like that. So it controls, all sorts of other things like that, or a clock or a drum are as fascinating. So I do have the whole thing is filled because with my kind of personality, I have to just fill it and be done with it. I can't just have open spaces because I'm kind of a spaz. So 2 over here. Oh wait, let me get rid of my face for a second. Bye face. Okay, over here. Jeez. Oh, you can't even really see because I have it on nutty vision. Let me go back here. Hi guys again. Get rid of this. So Jen, in the future I will announce that I'll be doing this so then people can show up and oh, what the fudge? I thought I shut that off. Filters. Okay. So let me zoom in. Whoa, I lost my balance there. Okay, so right here, oh no, right here you can't really see because there's a lot of cables in the way. There's a 2 HP blank space, and I've got a clock divider coming for that. Now this thing does clock dividing, but this module that I'm getting has a 2 output separate clock division thing, so I can have the clock coming out from here. So the clock basically it's just the tempo, and it controls the tempo of all the various modules that need it. It's kind of the heart of the whole machine. So if I put it out, and you can kind of control all sorts of features, but essentially this new module will free up a lot of stuff that I wanted to do, and it was very, it's not a very inexpensive one. So 2 HP is just this little amount right here, which is basically 2 millimeters, 2 centimeters, I believe. And what that I can do is send it up here, over here to the drums, and then that'll give us, because I remember I was talking about wanting to have ratcheting. So if something's going boom, tick, boom, tick, boom, tick, I want it to go tick, 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 boom, tick, boom, tick, boom, tick, just to kind of like multiply the amount of hits, and that's essentially what I can do, and then CV control it. So that's what I'm going to do to have more control over my drums. And then now technically I should only have 2 HP left based on the mapping out of this whole thing. But I think since I have so many custom modules that were either built by me or other people or online or whatever, it's off, and I have 3 HP left, strangely. And now I don't know really what to do because I had plans for that 2 HP. I also have passive attenuator and a passive attenuator showing up, which is I could technically not put it in the rack because it doesn't need power. It basically just kind of like limits. It's just a limiter. So if something's coming out really loud, you can kind of turn it down a little bit. It's just another level of control. So I was thinking about somehow like mounting it up here or mounting it like on the back so you could just kind of plug into it, because why use up the room? Anyway, this is maybe interesting to about 2 people, but I can't. Oh, I don't want. I mean, it would be fine to have 1 HP left over because there's a spot where all the knobs are very close together, and it'd be fine to have a little bit of a gap there. But it's weird. 3 HP is a weird. There's like one company called Erica Synths that makes stuff for that, and it makes you go, oh, if I have that space. But once it's all full, I go, well, can't I stop like shopping for stuff or stop even looking it up? I'm like, well, everything's good. It's all good. And then, and then I get a bigger case, as we've noticed. Like the thing I'm so afraid of is that this, which was in its own case, which is 60 HP, will one day come out and I'll fill up that 60 HP. But that will not, I mean, that cannot happen anytime soon financially, for real. And I'm not complaining about my financial status. It's fine. I've been spending like a moron on this Pacific, this Pacific's project. Anyway, I don't think we're going to get anybody else to come visit us online here. But I'm going to play a little bit more music and go pee and then see if anybody shows up.